Hello my loves, and welcome to your channel message today. If you're seeing this, it is likely for you, but don't make it fit if it doesn't fit, okay? So just please take what resonates. You know the usual, you know the drill. If it's your first time seeing me, hi, my name is Bella. I'm an intuitive reader, healer, guide, whatever you want to call me, it does not matter. I work with energy, I channel, I help you reconnect with yourself in all the ways that you need to. I specifically help people with their trauma, their emotional pains, their suffering, and help them see the power in that and transform it. Oh my god, I'm saying all this moisturizer on my face. And then I also help people connect to their true path of receiving. We don't always understand what receiving actually means, and I have channeled it again and again and again from spirit and have embodied it into my world. And I teach you in my mini course how to receive in a way that's actually for you. I'm not talking just money, although that's a part of it. There's actually so much more than that. There's love, there's support, there's relationships, there's friendships, there's community, there's so much more when it comes to receiving than just money and abundance. That is just an aspect of it, but there is that in the course. But anyway, you'll see when you do it how it all actually links together. Let's get into the message. Whilst I also do my makeup and prep myself for my day. I have been noticing within this collective a lot of like quick shifts. So if you feel like you're someone who is constantly like shifting, either into new headspaces, into new ways of being, into new perceptions, and this is definitely for you, because I feel like the collective that I connect with fairly often is always one that is just potentially onto the next, but you're very, very quick when it comes to evolution. But your issue is that you struggle to potentially let things fully integrate, and then because you move so fast in your energy and your perception, you feel like your world is always so slow to catch up. And that is why I actually created that course, Past Receiving, because I help you how not to slow down, but to how to actually embody what you need to and do in the physical what you need to, that is aligned with the feelings and energetic shifts that you are going through, so your world can actually show up for you in the way that you're showing up for yourself. And if you're curious still if this course is for you, there is a free quiz that tells you if it is for you, and also to see just what blocks you're experiencing, so you can go figure that out on your own as well, which is really, really fun. Anyway, this collective has been going through rapid shifts after rapid shifts after rapid shifts, and it's a lot. And what I'm getting at the moment is that there's almost this space of overwhelm that you guys are in, or a few of you are experiencing. And again, you may be experiencing overwhelm differently to other people. Overwhelm for you could feel like you go into a freeze state. I'm also getting overwhelmed for you feels like you're juggling so much and you don't actually know how to hold, or you don't know how to stay still. So there's this duality here of like freeze state or constant moving, you don't know how to calm down. What we're wanting to get you to is this baseline of movement through regulation, through groundedness, through trust, and knowing when the right time for you is to move. And I don't mean time in terms of the world around you, I mean time in terms of your internal compass. I'm sure we'll get into it in this reading. I think this reading is really going to help a lot of people. So let's see. With this overwhelm that has been going on for this collective, it actually feels like an overwhelm of, again, not just these rapid shifts, but you're actually allowing a lot more into your world. And it always starts for you energetically and emotionally. You feel things so much. Like, you feel things weeks before they happen. You feel things months before they happen. You just know when something's going to happen, but you almost get so caught up in the timing of it, and it throws you off a little bit. You forget that you're so psychic. You forget that you're so clocked in and tuned in, that you are feeling and knowing things months before they're set to actually land and integrate physically into your world. This is your superpower. It is. But the downside to this is that you get so caught up on this feeling that you want it to be there right away. But you need to trust its progress and its integration time. You need to give it the space to breathe and to be and to become. Just as you need to give yourself the space to do the same. This is what's actually overwhelming you at times as well. There's a few different states of overwhelm that we're going to talk about, but this is what's coming up first. This is causing overwhelm in your being because you're intaking so much energy and shifting so much energetically, but you're not giving yourself the space to breathe and rest and ground in that energy so that you can hold it. So the guidance here, it's not that you're unable to hold what you're receiving, it's that you're needing to support yourself more so you can ground the energies, and that's going to be supportive of your foundation. That's going to be supportive of your capacity to hold more, and that's what's going to actually expand your receiving as well, and all that you're intaking and all that you're bringing into your world. Okay, your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your dreams, all of it. You have so many dreams and you have so many aspirations and big goals. You're finally letting yourself look toward them and see them and want them, and that is something that you never used to let yourself do because you maybe didn't believe it was possible, or you thought you were always going to survive, or you thought that it was just not really in your vision, or it's not in your peripheral, so you were kind of like not right now. But you're allowing yourself to want and to dream and to ask for more, and that is amazing. But you need to give yourself the space to become and to breathe and to integrate and ground all that is coming in, that you're calling in. And you need to give your external world the same space and the same grace that it needs to become, okay? So because you can feel things months and weeks before they come in, when you get those downloads, you get those ideas, you need to trust sometimes in the slowness of that integration for it to fully develop as big and as powerful as you initially felt it in. And I don't mean don't pause action. I just mean have the understanding and the patience for it to show up. That's what your universe and your guides have been trying to teach you, is that it's not about patiently waiting. It's about patiently trusting its growth and its expansion and its embodiment into the physical. You know it's coming, so keep following the nudges, keep following the love, keep following the joy and the intuition and the downloads, and have patience and trust that it's developing as it needs to, so that when it does come in and it does land, it's in full bloom and it's everything that you asked it to be. If you rush this, if you get frustrated and get impatient, the universe will start to bring things in for you, but it's not going to be what you wanted it to be. So you need to have patience with your vision, with your sight, with your feeling, and patience with your external world, because it is doing it exactly how you want, and honestly, better than you even imagined. You're getting snippets of a bigger picture, okay? You're getting snippets of a bigger picture, and you're asking for this to come in, but when you rush it, you're only going to get the snippets of the bigger picture. You're not going to get the full picture. So you need to trust the snippets are a small slither of what is to come in, and give it the space for it to fully develop and evolve. If you rush it, and if you're too impatient, if you're too in your doubt and in your emotions, you're still going to get things, but you're going to get the snippets that you saw, not the full thing. And you're probably thinking, but isn't that enough? That's what I saw. Yes, but it's not going to be long lasting. Which is why some things do need the time to integrate and become in full bloom. Feels really, really significant for this collective today, okay? So this overwhelm is this need to just continue supporting your current capacity and trust that the more that you do that, that is the natural expansion and evolution of your capacity. And that when you nurture what is, the feelings that come through are also inviting you to nurture what will become. So when you nurture what is within you right now and everything that you've created, when you've established that sense of trust and stability in everything that you're creating or have created right now up until this point, when you sit you're immersed in those energies with gratitude and love and acceptance and just being, okay? That's presence, that's receiving. When you're in that energy and you nurture what is your current capacity, you show your body that you're someone that is reliable and trustworthy and can do that. So more comes into that capacity, and that naturally evolves over time because you continue to nurture what is. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you nurture what is, every time something becomes or something enters your space and becomes more of what is, you nurture that as well. There is a natural evolution that is happening here. You don't need to force it. You don't need to put pressure on it. You don't need to rush the timing of anything, because there is already a natural evolution that's happening. When you nurture what is, you naturally nurture what will become. Okay? So just please trust that. Even if it's not making sense, start to just be really, really aware of what's currently in your sphere that you've created, currently in your world that you've created. Everything you feel, everything you're experiencing, even the lessons, even if they're not feeling like they're all amazing right now, I need you to sit with what is. I need you to feel comforted by what is. Because even if you can't see that it's supportive, there is support here for you, and everything is always trying to help you see and experience more of you. The other thing that's been coming through for this collective, besides the overwhelm and the quick shifting of energies and this nurturing this capacity, is the universe wants you to get clear on your dreams. This has been kind of giving chills. Oof. The universe needs you to get clear on your dreams. I did mention in this video that a few of you, or in this collective, or a lot of you, have felt like you can't always... Moon, that's my hairbrush. Guys, just eating my freaking hairbrush. Haven't always been able to look toward your dreams, but the universe needs you to get clear on your dreams, like ASAP. You have been asking for the bare minimum because you've known the bare minimum. The universe wants you to start seeing the bigger picture. And even if you can't see it, start imagining it. Start wondering, start pondering, start asking yourself what you truly want, because there's bigger dreams here that are available to you, and your ability to create them and call them in and receive them and do all the things. It's bigger than you currently expect of yourself. And the sooner you start thinking bigger, they will just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That is how you will also expand your capacity. Okay, that is how you'll expand, because you'll naturally work towards it. You'll naturally move into spaces and the versions of you that are open and expanding your ability to hold all of it. When you dream bigger, you give more freedom to yourself and to your universe. The universe has greater creative freedom as well. And that is actually the energy that the universe wants to be in when it comes to co-creation. I've found this before. The universe needs to feel free and expansive, because that's what it is. It is limitless. It is constantly expanding. So when you limit yourself, you limit what the universe can do for you. The universe does not like to be limited. In fact, it will often avoid creation that is limited. So I need you to start being more expansive. The universe is literally asking you to think and feel and imagine it all. And I promise you it will happen if you truly want it and it's in your heart, it will happen. It's just a matter of time. But do not limit it. When you limit it, the universe is restricted, and that is not how the universe operates. Truly, the universe does not operate in limitation. The universe operates in limitlessness and infinite expansion. So you need to operate the same. You need to operate the same, but you need to ground yourself and nurture your capacity whilst you do this. I saw 1717. That feels significant. Look that up. You need to nurture your capacity to hold and be in what is whilst being open to all that could be. That is it. And then move, and then move, and then move. When I say move, I mean action, heart-led action. My words are getting jumbled up. Heart-led action. The universe does not like limits. The universe is an engine of unlimited, infinite potential. And when you work the same as the universe, that is co-creation. That is co-creation. But because you are human, and there are physical mechanisms that you also have to work with and adhere to, that is the work of grounding, supporting your nervous system, taking care of yourself, being there for yourself, doing the emotional work, doing the subconscious work, listening to your body, whilst also dreaming big and imagining, and then taking action, physical action, alongside the emotional action that works towards the dreams that you have in your heart, that the universe is creating for you. But you need to be the other one that helps co-create. You're a team, you work together. You work together. We all work together. We're all doing this together. And the more that you realize that there is so much more support available to you than you ever could imagine, you will realize that anything is truly possible. I'm not saying this to be cringy or cliche or anything. Anything is truly possible if you follow the path that is required of it. So ask yourself, do you dream and then not do? Do you do but not dream? Bring them together. Feel and then do. Be and then act. Imagine and then create. That is the natural process. That is how the universe came to be, and that is how we operate within the existence of this huge fucking engine that is the universe. When people say dream big, they literally mean it. Dream big. Dream without limit. Do not be realistic. The only real things you should be doing is what's real within your physical self and your world. What do you need to support and take care of and nurture so that you can continue dreaming and continue creating everything that is on the path to your infinite, biggest fucking dreams. That seems to be the overall message today, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. I am excited for you because this was quite a big reading. Hopefully a big reframe for you. Hopefully a big inspiration for you, because I know I'm feeling inspired. But the universe wants you to dream bigger, and not just dream, but follow through and do it, because if it's in your heart, it's in your hands to create. You won't receive anything that is not meant for you. When I say receive, I mean internally as well. If you're wanting to learn how receiving works on the internal and the external, because there's 2 levels to receiving. We're not taught this way, there's 2 levels to receiving. That is what my mini course teaches you. And it's going to play a role in how you dream and do. But otherwise, I hope this message lands for you however it needs to. I hope it serves you however it needs to. I have so much love for you guys. If you're wanting to receive more specific weekly channel messages, sacred lessons, and be part of my sacred space community, the link is in my bio, or I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the description of this video. But I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for your support. I'm grateful to be able to share this love and express the channeling and let this serve whoever it needs to serve. But I'm also so proud of you, and your spirit guides are rooting for you. You've got this. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.